Welcome to episode 53 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It's Tuesday, the 5th of November, 2019. 5th of November, people. It is officially fireworks night tonight. Fireworks night, stroke Guy Fawkes night. I spoke about it a little bit on the last podcast because all the fireworks were going off outside on Saturday. It is fucking mental here at the minute. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can't because I've got a decent setup and it's cutting out all the fucking shit. I feel like a fucking war correspondent like K80 at the minute, just reporting back from all the shit and the explosions going off outside and the weird guy hanging around outside. There's a weird guy hanging around outside my flat tonight. I don't know. He's got a very loud voice. I don't know if you can pick that up, but he was fucking on his phone about like 2 minutes ago and I could fucking hear him outside, the little cunt. But you can't go out there, can you? And say, excuse me, do you mind keeping the noise down, please? I'm trying to create podcasting gold here. And I don't need you in the background with your fucking booming loud voice because it'd probably turn round and say, actually, I was bullied at school for having a loud voice and this is just me reclaiming that bullying. All right, mate. All right. Fucking calm down, son. Calm down. So that's all going on outside of Briggs Towers at the moment. Towers, which I've been cracking on with the decorating, people. I know. I've been cracking on the last 2 days. I've almost got the ceiling painted. 2 days it's fucking taken me. 2 days to paint the ceiling. I give it 3 coats, man. I've given it 3 coats around the middle, and I'm just painting around the outsides at the minute. Fucking, it's taking me longer than I imagine it took Rolf Harris to do his last fucking painting. Oh, Ben, why are you mentioning that? Why are you mentioning that at this stage of the podcast? I'm cracking on with the old painting, people. It's fucking starting to piss me off now because I'm, again, this evening, the last 2 weeks I've been doing it, filling, fucking painting, and finally got round to the good bit of painting. We're on to the walls tomorrow, people. Oh, that's the exciting bit, isn't it? The walls. Actually, not quite as exciting as the skirting boards and the fucking woodwork. I quite like that. Because, you're on the home stretch then. You work your way down, don't you? Starting the ceiling, getting all that fucking paint in your eyes and shit. Can't see. Thinking that you're fucking Michelangelo doing the Sistine Chapel, didn't you? I tell you what, that must have been a ball ache doing that. I bet he must have just got within 3 months of it and just thought, fucking hell, I should have just done it white. I should have just done it fucking white rather than this fucking design all over the top of it. Can't see anything. I've got fucking paint in my eyes. That's when paint probably had lead in there and fucking animal carcasses as well, just ground up. Fucking oxen bones or something. That must have been a fucking ball ache doing that. Jesus Christ. No scaffolding. Well, I imagine he had scaffolding. I don't know. No safety harness back in those days, was there? Hey, not that I need it. I've just been standing on the floor, reaching with my roller. That's it. I've quite enjoyed it. It looks better. It looks a better ceiling. I know I'm becoming obsessed with this, people. I know. This is what happens. This is why I try and decorate the least amount of time as possible, because I just start getting fucking obsessed with every tiny little dent in the ceiling or little bit that's raised up, trying to get it as smooth as possible. Just let it go, Ben. Let it go. It's cleaning the car all over again. Man. So apart from descending into madness, doing my own Sistine Chapel ceiling, apart from that, because you have to wait 4 hours. That's the worst thing about it. You have to wait for the fucking paint to dry and you can't recoat it. You have to wait 4 hours to recoat it. So I've just been sitting here watching TV, counting the clock down, and then bang on every 4 hours I've been putting another coat on. I mean coat of paint, not coat in the actual in the clothing sense of the word. That would be quite weird. Just walk out the house. There's the Michelin Man. Hey, there's a premise out there for any comedians who want it. Anybody else want to nick my premises, I say on the fucking podcast? Ah, dear. Sorry, that's a bit close to home at the minute. Bit close to home. Anyway, since then, what I did watch today, I know I'm just hanging around, squatting in my flat. If you could see my flat in a minute, I've got papers everywhere, notes everywhere. Fucking just shit all over my desk. Well, all over my fucking coffee table. Flowing onto the floor, notes. Oh, that's a good idea. There's a premise I can use. And write some material about that in about 6 months' time when I eventually track it down and find it in this fucking hail of shit. Because I haven't really tidied up because I keep trekking back from the bedroom to the fucking lounge and then just sitting here. I'm still sleeping on the sofa. I've said that. You've said that already, Ben. People are aware you're already squatting in your own fucking flat. I've been sleeping on the sofa for 2 weeks now because, like, everything in the bedroom is covered. So, yeah. So, fucking, yeah. That's it's getting to me, man. It's getting to me. Anyway, it feels like I'm having a sleepover every night. Anyway, what was I talking about? Fucking decorating, fucking, yeah, the mess. I'm basically living in squalor at the minute. That's basically what I'm doing. And then making a quick tidy up every time my mum comes round on a Friday for a cup of tea. So I don't look like I'm losing my fucking mind. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, so I was watching a film today about, I forget what the film was called. It's about Preston Tucker, the fucking Elon Musk. Elon Musk? Is that it? That's a very strange fucking name, isn't it? It was like the Elon Musk of the fucking 1950s who developed the Tucker car, the 48, apparently it was called, or the Tucker Tornado or something like that. And everybody went up against him and crushed his fucking business, basically. It's the people out there, innit? Same old story. Same things happening these days, innit? Same things happening. People try and quell what you're doing because they don't like it, because it's a little bit different. He was the first one to introduce, like, safety harnesses and seatbelts and shit like that, and a light that fucking followed you around when you went around the corner. This light fucking... It was fucking amazing. Nice bit of kit. But he was crushed by fucking the politicians, the man. He was crushed by them and went out of business. It's a fucking horrendous film. It's a shit film, basically. But the actual idea behind it is a true story. And if you look into it, it's quite interesting to watch. Like how he just like... I mean, it's played off... I think it's Jeff Bridges. Is it Jeff Bridges who's in it? Let's have a check. Yeah, it's Jeff Bridges in it. Who plays him a little bit like fucking Forrest Gump. No wonder his fucking business went down the tubes. Yeah, who had an idea for a car and they started marketing it before it even fucking made it. Anyway, it's like fucking, I don't know. There's stand-ups out there doing, not even done a gig calling themselves stand-ups with podcasts in the stand-up section. I don't know. Bear down, Ben. Bear down. Yeah. So anyway, the film it's quite a good film, to be honest. It's got a good rating on like Rotten Tomatoes and all that sort of thing. But he was quite annoying. Jeff Bridges was quite annoying in it. But the actual to see what happens, how all the red tape people have to get through, and people just put up hurdles in front of people. It rings true a little bit sometimes. People wanting to quell your creativity, man. That's what he was. That's what he was up against, anyway. But it's quite a good film if you want to check it out. If you like Dalmatians as well, you'll fucking love it. He's got a load of Dalmatians, so there's one there for the kids out there. Let's have a bit of tea. Little bit of tea. Not bad tea, that, Benny boy. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that today. It's amazing how people like that, like in that day and age, actually got anything off the ground. It was still that sort of stage in history where you could sort of like fucking invent something and just there wasn't all the, not so much sort of like health and safety and that sort of shit around. But he had a fucking wicked car and they just like killed it because it was going to be competition and cost people like the big three, they called them. I imagine that's out in the States. Ford, definitely. GM, Chrysler. I don't know whether they're interrelated or not. But the big three, we're going to have to spend millions and millions of pounds getting their cars up to standard. So they just fucking killed it. There you go. See you later. Anyway, it is November, people, innit? It is now November. We've got the Movember movement. That's kicking off, innit? People growing their fucking hairy lips for raising awareness. That's what they're doing, innit? That's what they do these days. Hey, man, I'm just raising awareness for ass cancer. That's what they do, innit? It's just people who just want to grow a fucking moustache and they want to go without the ridicule of people going, you look like a knob with a moustache. So they grow it in November as the Movember movement and they get people to sponsor them for it as well. I don't know. Just sponsoring for growing a hairy lip. There we go. That's going to change the world. I don't know. Does it actually raise any money for anything? I know people get sponsorship out there, but they just want to grow a moustache, don't they? Maybe I'm a little bit jealous because I can't really grow a moustache. 42 people, 42 years old, still can't even grow a fucking moustache or a beard. I don't know what that's about. It's my Scandinavian heritage, my blondiness coming out there. Let's have a bit more tea. Calm down a little bit. But it is. To me, that's all it is, right? And that's all we do these days, isn't it? We raise awareness for things, don't we? That's it. We're constantly having to raise awareness. Now it's men were like, women have got the rotten tit thing, so we need something that applies to us now, and we can have a whole month of shit that we do. Don't like wearing pink because that's a bit gay. So we'll grow a fucking porn star fucking moustache from the fucking 70s. Hey, man, I'm different. I'm doing this. I'm making a difference. You just want to grow a moustache, don't you? Come on, be honest. Be honest. You just want to grow a moustache. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's our thing. That's what we've reclaimed now. We've reclaimed that. Men have reclaimed that, and we've now reclaiming women's sport as well. What we're fucking doing. That's another thing that's been in the fucking news, isn't it? This week, people talking about that going mental on Mumsnet. Oh, the Mumsnetters are out in force, aren't they? There was something, yeah, that was something to do with that, wasn't it? It was definitely something to do with that. What was it? Fucking, oh yeah, fucking, I had a mind blank there. Jesus, yeah, that was the, it was the, what was it, Surrey or fucking, no, Kent Cricket Club, wasn't it, where a trans lady, who apparently hasn't had any, it used to be a guy who played cricket. Now he plays as a woman. She plays as a woman. Sorry, Ben. God, takes me time. Time to latch on. Now she plays as a woman. He played as a man when he was a man. And now, is that dead gendering? I don't know. I know you can have dead naming. Can you have dead gendering if you refer to them as when they used to be a man cricketer and now they're a female cricketer and won Cricketer of the Year or something? I don't know. People are kicking off about it anyway. Something's got to be done, people, about the cricketness of this gender movement. Ironically, the idea of that is to knock your bails off, which she's probably completed. I don't know. Anyway, people are kicking off about it, saying it should be women who are getting awards for women's cricket, not people who identify as women who used to play cricket as men. I don't know. I think it goes... This is a larger issue than just cricket, you know? But, yeah. They had another photo, and the photo was amazing because, like, the lady cricketer, Maxine something or other. I think it was Maxine something or other. Did it used to be Max? I don't know. That would be an easy transition, wouldn't it? I don't know. That's like me, like if I was to transform over to being a lady, a woman. If I was going to become a woman, I would go. I'd have to go for Benjamina. That would have to be it, wouldn't it? It would just, it'd be easier, wouldn't it? But anyway, there was a picture of her, and she was clearly a foot taller than the other players in her team, and quite a little bit well built, stockier, shall we say, defined in the muscle area. I mean, above the waist, not below. I don't know. They didn't show that. And rightly so, they didn't show that. They don't need to do that. But it's a big thing in women's sport because women are going, hey, man, guys are coming over and nicking all our medals. We deserve those trophies as women. We have earned those trophies as women. The women on the team that she plays for didn't seem that bothered about it. But women out there in the ether, are up in arms. Not as muscly arms as some of them, but they are up, in arms about it. Which you can see they have a little bit of a point. They put in everything, put in all the effort and that. They're not going to be as physically... it's like an average male player who goes over to being, like they've got their issues, haven't they? They're going through things, making a few changes. They just want to, hey, lady, they just want to play cricket. That's their thing on there. That's their point of view, I suppose. Hey, I like the cricket. I used to like the cricket when I used to be dongful. I'm no longer dongful. I now see myself as a lady, a woman. I want to still play cricket. And now I'm smashing them out the boundaries. It's fucking awesome. Winning medals left, right, and centre. But yeah, it's an interesting. I've spoken about it before on the podcast, but it's an interesting fucking topic to try and nail down. I imagine that I imagine they're not taking the piss. They genuinely do see themselves as women. I imagine they're not, just doing it to be fucking awesome at cricket. Like if they see them, if they're like growing a moustache for Movember, then you can see the ladies might have a little bit of a point there. I'm just doing this for the old prostate cancer. But you can call me Maxine. I'm Maxine when I play cricket. Outside of cricket, I'm fucking Max. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a bit more tea. I'm getting a bit het up here. Yeah, so that's all been kicking off. Never going to be solved, really, is it? Because either way, it's a no-win situation, that is. That is a no-win fucking situation. Because if you ban transgender women from female sports, you're essentially saying you're not a woman. And it's something to do with how they associate with and how they feel about themselves. So you're denying their right to be a woman. But if you allow them in to female sports, then they're just going to fucking dominate it. And that's not anything against women. It's just physical, the build of them, their... like they're going to be stronger and they're going to be more competitive than females. That's why we don't have mixed teams in physical sports. Not that cricket is a particularly physical sport, but things like football, rugby, American football, ice hockey, all of those physical sports, basketball. All of those physical sports, that's why you don't have mixed teams, because it would just be a men's team anyway. Because men are, unfortunately, ladies, women out there, men are physically stronger, than you, athletes-wise. Oh, no, you'll go back to that time when Billie Jean King beat a 60-year-old man at tennis. I know, but that was once, That was once, years ago. Not underrating women's sport at all. I quite like it. I quite like watching the women's football. I think, I've said this before on the podcast before. It's a slower game that requires more skill. There's more passing. There's less fucking just hoofing it in the air. There's a lot more skill. It's on the deck. They're playing like fucking Forest under Cluffy. Aren't they? Keep it on the carpet. That's what they do. But, I don't know, man. It's a difficult one. It's a no-win situation. And it's something that I am not particularly qualified to speak on. But I shall do so anyway. Ah, dear. Getting a little bit hot here. Let's take off the old jacket. Not a jacket, is it? It's a fucking hoodie top. Anyway, 21 minutes. Let's get some fucking shitty fucking advertising read out. Let's do this, people. Here we go then with the advertising. Winter is coming, as a show that ended particularly disappointingly was fond of saying. It's this time of year that over 6 million dogs find themselves on the streets, alone, cold, and nothing to eat. Many have to pimp themselves out just to stay warm. We all know how cold it can be this time of year as winter months begin to creep in. So, why not treat yourself to a dog skin hat? Dog skin hats are made from 100% pure, mainly ethically sourced dog skin and fur. They have over 6 million potential designs that you can choose from to give that authentic dog skin look. All the dogs they use are more or less killed humanely and are given a ball to play with for 3 minutes before they are dispatched with a dog hammer or similar blunt instrument that is at hand. Each of their hats comes with a written thank you letter from the actual dog used for the hat and a paw print signature. They even send its collar, if it had one, which you can use as an enticing accessory bracelet. All dog skin hat products come with a lifetime guarantee and make ideal presents for not only Christmas, but birthdays, christenings, weddings, and many more life events. Their hats are for all life events, not just for Christmas. Also, check out their kids' range of puppy skin hats. Visit their website. Well, it's been a while now. We may as well throw out the dogbowl.com. That is, well, it's been a while now. We may as well throw out the dogbowl.com and enter promo code HEREBOY whack whack whack. That's HEREBOY whack 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 for a 20% discount on your first order. That is dogskin hats. We've got another one. We've got another advertising here now. You heard the rumors about the secret recipe. Well, now it's true. Found after 40 years, Cold War vodka is back. Cold War vodka is the only 100% pure-proof vodka that will make your nose and back of your eyeballs bleed into your stupid Western heads. Made from 100% pure vodka stuff in a 100% pure brewing facility by 100% pure Russians who still only recognize Nikita Khrushchev as their leader. Cold War vodka is the authentic Cold War taste, made from rotten potatoes fermented in tears of hungry Russian children. Each litre of Cold War vodka contains 20 milliliters of blood from a traitor shot by the state. It is then bottled and shipped to Siberia for 3 years as an example to other vodkas not to step out of line. For the first time ever, Cold War vodka is now available in the UK for a limited time only. Visit our website, visit their website, coldwarvodka.com, and enter promo code ReadyAimFire for a 10% discount. That's promo code ReadyAimFire for a 10% discount. Warning. Cold War vodka may cause hallucinations, headaches, blindness, frostbite, a suspicion of the West, the need to develop nuclear weapons, aggressive behavior in East Berlin, informing on your neighbor, military parades, dogs being shot into space, or the want to travel everywhere by ox and cart. That is Cold War vodka. And that is all the adverts done for this episode. Right, let's have a look at what's been fucking going on in the news, shall we? Hey, let's get the old laptop over here. Oh, this was amazing. The stories aren't amazing for this, but the fucking positioning on the Metro site. There's one story, and the headline for this is admin worker 22 quits job to eat takeaway on YouTube. There's a picture of a fat bird with fucking pigtails. And next to that, directly next to that story, whoever's put it up there, I don't know if they've done this or not. So this headline, the first headline reads, admin worker 22 quits job to eat takeaways on YouTube. The story directly next to that, the headline is, firefighters rescue 30-stone pig from flat where it ate Chinese takeaways. Oh! It's like they're looking into the future. Oh, fuck me. Let's have a look at the first story. 22-year-old quits job to eat takeaways on YouTube. Let's have a look at her. Fucking hell. 22 stone it will be once. Soon, won't it? Shana Rawley eats around 5,500 calories per meal. It's like one of these weird fucking feeding shit things, isn't it? A woman has quit her full-time job so she can focus on eating Chinese takeaway and McDonald's on request. That's something. This is a job the careers advisor at school never even fucking contemplated, isn't it? Shana Rowley, 22, films herself eating around 5,500 calories per meal and posts the footage on YouTube as fucking men wank. That's what it's all for, isn't it? It's got to be. Around 40,000 followers tune in to watch her enjoying food ranging from Greggs to Pizza Hut. Shana quit her previous job as an admin worker and currently supports her eating with a part-time warehouse job, which she took in order to have more time for the videos. Fuck me, man. That's a fucking job these days. That is a fucking job. You can do anything these days as long as you're willing to film yourself fucking being humiliated. Shanna, in the future, our aim is to become the UK's first mukbang star. Cashing in on a trend that started in South Korea. Of course it did. Actually, I get listeners in South Korea. Hello. Where people binge on camera while chatting to the audience. Fuck me, man. Her ultimate aim is to work up to eating 10,000 calories in one sitting. Jesus, just eat one of your fucking fingers, love. Ah, Jesus, fuck me. She looks fucking... She don't look too bad at the minute, but fucking 6 months' time. There's a picture of her. She's got the fucking microphone right by her fucking belly. Oh, yeah, Jesus. Top half don't look too bad. But, like, there's a middle bit there. Oh, that's more than a spare tyre. Innit? Many of her videos feature a boyfriend of 8 months who eats along with her and vlogs under the name Trans King. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. The couple who live together... oh, man. Can you imagine their fucking toilet? Oh, I bet that takes a fucking pound in on a daily basis, doesn't it? The couple who live together appear side by side eating chicken or Chinese and have no plans to stop. We've got no plans to stop. China from London said, I've just got to show how confident I am. I might get something stuck in my tooth or around my mouth, but people love how funny I am. Oh, man, I couldn't think of anything worse than seeing somebody fucking pig out. Fucking hate the thought of fucking eat. Shana weighs 16 stone, but insists her 4 gym sessions a week keep her health in check. Do they? Fuck, sweetheart. Look at ya. Jesus. What do you got? One of them fucking circus mirrors in your house? Jesus. It's all about finding balance, and if the worst I get called is chubby, I don't care enough about the trolls to stop doing it. You fat fuck. That's worse than chubby. There you go. So far, she has spent around £1,000 on filming 2 videos a week, which each last under half an hour. She devours that. The biggest hit was one of her eating a Chinese takeaway, which was viewed by 46,000 times. Commenting on her videos, one fan said, "You make me appreciate food so much. I love it." That's definitely a Western thing, isn't it? You know, I know they're doing it in South Korea as well, but that's definitely a fucking weird fetish fucking thing, isn't it? It's got to be a weird sort of like wanking fetish. People just fucking stuff that in your mouth, you fat bitch. I don't fucking know. Jesus. Let's move on to the next one. What are we on? Half an hour. Fuck it. I want to do this one anyway. Man has 12 centimetre flesh-eating tapeworm removed, which had eaten his brain for 15 years. Fucking hell. Jesus. A man has had a... This is fucking horrendous. It's like something out of a fucking horror. Isn't it? Like something out of a fucking horror film. 12 centimetre long flesh-eating tapeworm just fucking nibbling on his fucking frontal lobes. Wang Lee first started... Here we go. Wang Lee. There's a fucking name. First started to feel numbness down his left side in 2007 and has continued to suffer from failing health ever since. He has seen multiple specialists and once treated for a malignant brain tumour as doctors tried to figure the cause of his issues. That was 2007. 12 years later, that fucker's still munching on his fucking brain. But the young man's condition continued to worsen and he started to suffer frequent seizures and blackouts. Jesus. 2018, doctors discovered that a tapeworm was living in his brain and they advised the patient to undergo non-surgical treatment as the parasite. What they do? Try and fucking coax it out. I bet that woman could do that with a fucking Chinese. If that tapeworm would fucking give her a run for her money. That is literally eating a Chinese. Following the 2-hour procedure, medics removed a Spargana mansoni parasite, commonly found in the intestines of cats and dogs. What's he been doing? Licking a dog's asshole, I bet you. But rarely in people, according to reports. The surgery was risky. The live tapeworm was moving in his brain, and we had to remove it all. Otherwise, the leftover part could grow again. Fucking hell, that's awful. Just kill me. That's what I'd say. You've been diagnosed with a tapeworm that's eating your brain. Just fucking kill me. I don't want to live. It's fucking horrible. The tapeworm's got the best of me. Put it on my death certificate. Death by tapeworm. Ah, Jesus. When you're waiting for the operation, you feel something moving around in your head and there's a fucking another memory gone. It's just eating your fucking past. Jesus. People should be careful when cooking frog snails and snakes, which need to be cooked thoroughly. No shits. Also, do not drink water in the wild unless it has been boiled. Mr. Wang from the city of Guangzhou in the southeastern Chinese. There he goes. The old tapeworm likes the Chinese as well. He's now recovering from surgery and can't remember why he was there in the first place, I imagine. Fuck me. Jesus. Fucking hell. That is horrendous. That's one of the worst things, I think, that you can have. Just something inside you eating your fucking brain. It's like when people have those, get bitten on the top of their head in the jungle and that, and then it lays its fucking larvae, and you can hear the larvae fucking growing in your own fucking head. Ah! Just chop it off. I'm done. I'm out. I'm cashing all my chips in. That's it. Done. 33 minutes, people. That's it. I've clocked in for my half an hour for this Tuesday. That was episode 53. If you like it, the podcast, give it a review on Apple Podcasts. That really does help. 5 stars is great, and leave a little bit of a message or something on there just saying if you like it. If you want to get in contact, you can get in contact at podcast@benbriggs.co.uk. There will be the benbriggspodcast.com website coming soon. I know. Exciting stuff where I'll be eventually videoing this and putting that up there and putting it on my YouTube channel as well. You've got a few days left of the week, people. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will speak to you on Saturday. Have a good week, motherfuckers. I'll speak to you then.